All right. Who's first? You're first.
Of course, best of luck with your upcoming fight July 26th at the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. Fighting Lani Daniels from New Zealand. American audiences may not have seen her, but I know you've definitely done your research. What kind of challenge does she present to you in your first defense of the undisputed championship?
Lani, I think, is a very doable opponent. We shot high and then went to second best. We won at Hannah Gabriels. She turned us down, so Lani Daniels was the next best. She got 2 world titles. She's been active. She's been undefeated for the last couple of years. And she's driven. She's been represented for her country of New Zealand. And they love her over there. I've seen videos of her in the past 3-4 days. And she getting hundreds of thousands of views. People are really excited about her getting this opportunity. And they believe that she can come over here and win. When you watching the film, she's rough, she's rugged, she's in shape. But I'm the greatest, so I look forward to the challenge.
They say if you're not afraid of your dreams and you need bigger dreams, I'm looking behind you. You've achieved so many goals. And what are the things that you still want to accomplish in boxing?
Listen, I don't think there is a number I can put a cap on how many world titles I want. I got 17 world titles, but if I can retire and have 35 world titles, that would be good for me. I want to make the records be unbeatable, so that's me. And then I would also want to make the money. So I made over $1 million, and I was like, I want to make 3, 5, 10, 15, 20 million for a fight. So that's really one of my biggest goals, is just to continue to build my brand and have like that Serena effect like that she had, over the world with boxing.
Women's boxing really took off here at Claressa Shields. You're training here at Grayson's. A lot of people consider this to be
one of my idols is here, Heather Hardy. That's one of my idols. She fought professionally up on TV, up on Showtime the same day that I won the Olympic gold medal 2012. So she kind of started the party, and she gave me hope that when I turn pro, I'll be able to fight on TV. So we kind of fed off each other, and she really motivated me to turn pro, even though it was 4 years later.
How does training at Gleason's, does it bring anything to you differently? I know you're trying to Gleason's.
Well, one who don't love, Gleason's. It's a gym that got great energy, great people. Every world champion has been inside of here. I'm talking about Dab, Judah, Floyd, Muhammad Ali has come here. Heather Hardy. It's so many great fighters that train here. And then my second coach is from here. Adon Zaxby, that's my guy. We worked so hard on that right hand that dropped Danielle Perkins. We're going to work on some other shots that's going to drop this other girl.
Can I ask you about that? Just because he was telling me that one of the things that he was working on is closing your hands better at the point of impact and getting more power. And that's why we've seen, since you've stepped up to heavyweight, you've been dropping girls, stopping up one of them. Tell me about just what you've learned and just the evolution of your power.
Well, me and Coach John have been working on it for years. I think adding Coach Don Jackson to the equation, he brings that Brooklyn energy, and he's just very strict. I can throw 20 great combinations, but then if one of the punches is wrong, he's like, yo, on that right hand, you didn't have your hand closed. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you caught me there. So he's more of just to be mindful of it. And I think 6 eyes is better than 4. So me and Coach John been together for so many years, but Coach John brings a different set of eyes, and he's way more brutal. I feel like he's harder on me than Coach John. I feel.
All right, over here.
How you doing? Basketball, what do you think about your legacy beyond the title after you retired? What do you think your legacy is?
I hope my legacy is that I fought everybody, I wasn't scared of nobody, and that I smoked everybody who they put in front of me. That's what I want my legacy to be. I feel like coming out the Olympics 2 times, having 2 gold medals, I should have came out the gate making $1 million, but that didn't happen. But with that, I still fought the best. I still gained the world title, and I went to 5 different weight divisions to do it. And right now, I'm the only 4-time undisputed champion. So, I think my legacy is great.
Do you see yourself coaching more than staying involved in the sport anyway?
Yeah, I definitely want to coach. I definitely want to promote. I'm already promoting. I promote a Sammy Worthington. She's from Louisville, Kentucky. She's ranked #1 at about 140 pounds. I'm just getting her ready to where next she can fight against the winner out of Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor.
I got one more question for you. You faced a lot in and out the ring? What's the toughest that you faced that you know you've gone through that you've overcome and this
I think the toughest thing that I faced outside the ring has been just winning an Olympic gold medal and then not getting my just due. I think that was the toughest thing for me, but I think I endured it, I conquered it, and I just continue moving forward.
Here.
How you doing? One question. During your fights, what flips the switch for you to go for the kill?
What flips the switch for me inside the ring? Well, I think that's the flip and switch in him. You know, having to lose the weight, having to eat healthy, having to be so disciplined. When I get into the fight, it's like I have to do all this because of you. So I'm kind of angry and pissed off about that already. So they be having to pay for that.
Good luck.
What's the biggest misconception people have about women's boxing? Because you prove everybody wrong every time you get into the ring.
The biggest misconception?
Yes.
That we don't have fans.
Yeah.
That's the biggest misconception.
Just like the WNBA, for sure.
Yeah, it's like I sold out 12,000 seats at LCA last time I was there. I just sold out Flint, Michigan when I was there. I put asses in seats, and I got one of the hypest crowd in boxing when I fight. Out of all the male fighters, if you come to my fight up in Detroit, it's like no other. So I think that's the misconception that they have that, oh, nobody's coming to see the women. Well, I don't know about the other women, but me, they coming out, they buying t-shirts, they buying hats, they cheering, they chant and whoop that trick throughout the rounds. Like, Detroit be in tune with me.
All right, over here.
Okay, this is Johnny Boy Boxing at Fight Hype. Hi, Claressa. I just want to ask you, do you think after you dominate, you've been dominating boxing so much, are you going to go back to MMA and go over there because there's no competition for you in the boxing world?
I don't know about it's not no competition for me in boxing. Because
Well, you're
all
so
these girls
dominant.
can get whooped. All these girls can get whooped. So it's a lot of competition. I just got to go a few different weight classes. And I'm willing to go to these weight classes if these girls are willing to fight. You know, but MMA, I did my work there. I proved everybody wrong. I beat girls who was brown belts, you know, had all this background on the ground. I beat them, and now I'm done with MMA. I'm going to focus on my boxing career.
All right, then the Teofimo Lopez, he said the N-word or he said liquor? What was it? What did you think that he said?
I don't know, but whichever one, hopefully he take that up with God and he be a good person. But nobody should be saying those type of words if they're not from where we're from.
Definitely.
Hey, Claressa Shields, Scorebox TV official. How are you? So we had saw once you posted about the fight that Daniels said that you were starstruck and she was down to take a beating. But yesterday I saw an interview where he said that she had DM'd you and now it became personal. Can you tell us what that is?
Yeah, she just told me that, you know, yeah, she's a little scared of me, but she can beat me in a fight. Like, yeah, she's gonna beat me. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I think that it's very like bold and, you know, cocky of her, which I like. I like that she come with that confidence, but I'm a confidence breaker. So I look forward to her coming and putting her best foot forward. And even her coach has been saying, you know, oh, we got a good game plan for it and that I got flaws. The GOAT don't have no flaws. Not inside the ring.
With Daniels, what do you think is going to pose the biggest threat to you from what you know about her game plan?
What's going to pose a threat to me?
Yes.
I mean, I think anybody that got self-belief is very, very powerful. She believes in herself. And then I think that she hasn't lost in 2 years. She lost early in her career and now she's been undefeated. So when you get into your undefeated era, you're really hard to beat. Like, you don't have no back down. I think I'm going to have to do a little bit extra to break her mentally and then break her down physically.
Thank you, Chris.
Question, USA Boxing hasn't been able to produce no medals since one in 2012 and one in 2016. Do you have any advice for the women coming up who are trying to follow in your footsteps and achieve that kind of gold medal success? And you know, I know other countries allow professionals to be for their national teams. USA doesn't. Do you think that USA should change that?
So the first part of your question is my advice to the Olympic team to become Olympic champions. USA Boxing needs to invite out the Olympic champions to help give advice to the guys and to the girls who want to become Olympic champions. I think being an Olympic gold medalist, like, it's more about your mental than it is your physical. And I think that that's what's missing when it comes to USA Boxing. You know, I think that I had a different mental than everybody else, and that's how I won 2 Olympic gold medals, even though it had never been done before. Should they allow boxers who are pro to come back to the Olympics? Absolutely. Let me come back. Let me come back. I'm the only one that did it twice. If America wants to get another Olympic gold medal, you put Claressa Shields in the 2028 LA Olympics. That's what you do.
So you would do it.
Hell yeah. It ain't about, everybody want money, but 3 Olympic gold medals? Oh my God. I already be stunting with the 2. I changed it to 3 quick.
Last question, guys.
Is there any thing that you would change in the women's sports right now? The women's combat sports is changing every year. I feel like there's new rules, new stuff that's going on. Any rules or anything that you would change in the future? For women's combat sports?
Any rules?
Oh, I mean, I would make everything equal. You know, if we fight.
Payment, all of that?
Yeah, payment, fight time. I believe that women boxing should be 12 rounds right now for 2 minutes, and then we can work our way up to 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Or even 10 rounds for 3 minutes.
Okay.
And then we can work our way up to the 12 minutes for the 3 rounds.
All right, so you would change the format?
Yeah.
Okay,
I think that 10 2-minute rounds is like, we need those world championship rounds, which is round 11 and 12. And I feel like if they add that, we would have, I mean, we already have action-packed fights, so it makes it closer to us getting equal to the men. And I think that we're very capable of doing that.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it. What's up? Brooklyn or Detroit? What's happening? Better pizza.
Huh?
Better pizza. Brooklyn or Detroit?
I'm gonna go with Brooklyn.